Hey guys, this is Rob of Novakast, and I'm going to try to make this quick because in between recording this, I wanted to record some of, one of the games that I've been playing for the channel for future videos. But something really interesting happened, and at least, in the case of Grooming Onion, and I figured I'd bring it up. So, for a lot of people, you guys know that if Onision or Grooming Onion feels threatened, he will proceed to threaten to sue those people for talking about him, or as he puts it, harassing or stalking him, which goes against the definition of harassing or stalking, because we're not really, stalking outside his household, spying on his family every night. I think in his mind, us talking about him on the internet is, a version of harassment or stalking. Just talking about somebody isn't harassment, I'm sorry. But anyways, and I'm going to link the video itself of the live stream. So for those who know who Chris Hansen is, you might remember him from, To Catch a Predator. He did a live stream with one individual, I can't remember their name on the top of my head as I'm recording this, and Blair White. And in one part of the segment, and I wish I could play it for you guys, but I'm going to link it in the description, because I have a feeling if I were to use this clip, Chris Hansen may try to copyright claim my video. So all in all, I'm just going to give you the gist of this particular response, okay? So for a brief, 10 minutes, they talk about a little bit of the history of Onision, or at least Blair White brings up the history of Onision's antics, going over, how she started responding to Onision, and apparently Chris Hansen and his crew being threatened by Onision, which I want to point out, it's funny, because Onision, in order to be on Chris Hansen's show, asks for a large sum of money. I think it was $300,000 or $30,000 to just be on a live stream, and Chris Hansen and his crew point out that we're journalists, we're not going to give you money to interview you. And if you want to come on here and combat the allegations, you can. But unfortunately, Onision doesn't. He chickens out. And his only way to respond or combat the allegations that have been, brought up is to threaten to sue people, which, again, I had to point out, and I've mentioned this time and time again. It's, at this point, laughable. When you have constantly tried to threaten to sue people, and you don't follow up. Now, I'm not saying, trying to sue someone is the course of action that you should be taking, but all in all, it's his, I'm going to try to shut people up card, because he can't handle when people talk about him. He can't handle the criticism. So, all in all, this has been a really, really interesting little 10 minutes, because it just brings me back to some of the other things with Onision and people discussing his antics, and then him just kind of curling up in a wall and be like, I'm going to sue all of you. It's completely childish to me. And it kind of brings me back to what we've said before, which is basically sue us, cuckboy, because no amount of threats are going to stop people from talking about you. And you trying to threaten to sue people just goes to show that you're hiding something. And it makes it more and more apparent. And I will say that now that you have people like Chris Hansen, looking into you, um, looking into the allegations as well, you're fucked. I would assume so anyway, considering, he is, popular in that sort of avenue, or let's say career, where he is looking into, the type of allegations towards people when it comes to grooming or dealing with predators. And as Chris Hansen points out, that through other people, it's been discussed about your predatory antics. So, all in all, I'd love to see how this plays out. Is Onision going to sue him? Probably not. I would love to see how Chris Hansen continues, if he does at all. So, all in all, this has been a really interesting 10 minutes. And I ask you guys to go watch it too. Like I said, I couldn't share the video and talk about it through this video, only due to the fact that I know for a fact that this is going to get copyrighted by possibly Chris Hansen. So, if you guys have anything you would like to add, leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is Rob of Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.